Hello everyone and welcome back to another Floyd's Fantastic Cars review. Surprisingly, I found this guy a week ago and now I'm reviewing him. Well, I mean, it wasn't really a week ago, it was like half a week ago, but that doesn't matter. I guess I'll just get on to reviewing this guy. If you've watched my recent videos, you'll know that for 2023, my stores were horrible. No wonder I got this Cruz in March, when she came out in like December of 2022. It was crazy. Also, the reason why she's missing from over there, well, this was about the time in 2023 when I was like, I have a whole lot more cars that will get a lot more views than this, and I casted it aside for a little too long. That's the issue with cars in 2023. You want to review, since you so badly want to review these other ones, but then in the start of the year, oh, there's all these exciting cars that you would rather try to review than something that came out like a month ago. But hey, at least she has something to do with this review, so at least she can be in the background, even if she's not opened up. That's why I have this Cruz here, even though it's not the right one. They look completely different. But this isn't a review on Cruz, this is a review on Mateo. In Cars on the Road, the final episode, which is Gettin Hitched, really didn't have that many diecasts for a really long time, which is something I found really surprising because it's the last episode. It's the one that has the most significance to the original Cars series. But I could also understand them because there's just more exciting releases. There's just like more exciting episodes where you could just come up with a release instantly and a lot of people are gonna buy it. Like this. And that's happened a lot throughout 2023. Or like Peggy Liner, who I have no idea where she is, and that would just waste time having a cut through the video where I would go look for her. And yeah, I don't know where she is. But yeah, Peggy Liner, even though she wasn't released as a single, a bunch of people would pick up that pack to see the infamous long car in the Salt Fever episode. And of course, the Speed Demon and Doug Crankle. And for example, even though I don't have these two, Lisa and Luis, maybe the new Ghost car diecast coming out. Also, no, I'm not talking about Diana Giordetto, who is really cool, but no, I'm not talking about her. There's a new Ghost car, who I do not have yet. On the box, it shows his artwork there. It says new for 2023, Cars on the Road. And of course, the Willys Butte Desert Radiator Springs background. It had, on the back, there's a lot of diecasts from Cars on the Road. Not really a lot, but like a lot of new ones. Not Nile Speedcone or Griswold, because I've already reviewed them. But the other four, I haven't even came close to seeing this. Hopefully my stores have Jeremy soon, because I've been dying to find him. There's Cryptid Buster Mater, who looks like he has soap all over his mouth. I don't get why, but they love making maters varying colors in their paint job. And of course, Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen, as seen in Cars on the Road, the metal logo, Mattel, whatever. You already know those. Alright, here is Mateo. He's actually very small, which is very obvious, and I actually forgot to say, because of how small he is, the blister is a whole lot smaller. Not only because they don't do like the full car blister, they just have like the flat thing here and then the car shape sticking out, which honestly was a lot better, and it saves a lot more plastic than the original ones did. But I'll always like the original ones more because they just look cooler. But here's Mateo out of the box. I forgot to bring out Luigi, but there we go. That should be a good comparison. Okay, maybe not. I guess I'll reach over to my shelf because it's not that far away and go get Luigi really quick. Okay, I couldn't really reach to the other Luigi because he was tucked all the way back in the shelf, but I could reach to the mummy Luigi, and if you have this car, his mummy costume can come off because it's just kind of like a mold. The same thing with Cupcake Lightning McQueen, one of my favorite diecasts. But here he is. They're about the same size, but I would say Mateo's a little bigger, just by a little bit. On his front, his eye color is purple, which is not that common for many Cars diecasts. There's two headlights. Then he has this mustache-looking thing that Luigi also has, but for some reason Luigi's is pointed upwards a little bit. They actually painted in his mouth. I actually didn't notice that at first. I thought he just had a closed, smiling mouth like most Cars diecasts do, but no, he doesn't. And they actually painted it in, which is something I don't really like that often. Whenever a Cars diecast has a mouth, but it's not really painted in. Luckily, this guy's is painted in. There's a flower here. That's a tiny flower, but I'm surprised that they actually attached that given how tiny it is. That's probably just molded onto his head. That's probably just molded onto his rear view mirrors. And here, his door has a white stripe on it. Inside of the car, I would believe there's just one seat given his small car mold. It's not often where you have a car this small, unless it's like Luigi or someone else. And then his fenders and this area are all sticking out, and they're colored in white. His tires don't really have anything that special to it. It's just gray. His license plate reads J01-20S, I believe. There is two tail lights colored in red. Luigi's are far lower than his. And I'm pretty sure they molded in a trunk for this guy, which is pretty cool, but it's very hard to notice. I'm not even sure if that's a trunk, but I'm pretty sure it is. On this side, it's the same sticking out white line going over the fenders, and then the white stripe on his door. This headlight does not have a flower, and instead it has some dirty brown splotch on it. I don't know what that is. Hopefully it can come off. And I don't really have much else to say. Actually, I do. Hold on. If you guys didn't notice, at the start of the episode of Getting Hitched, on the back of his window, there's something that says Getting Hitched on it. There's like white text in cursive that says that, because Cars on the Road always has to put their title of the episode somewhere. So, for Getting Hitched, it's pretty hilarious that they had the back of Mateo's window have Getting Hitched on it, but then for the rest of the movie it says Just Married on him and Mateo, who has not been released yet. I really hope she gets released soon, but the diecast does not have it, of course. I wonder if they'll make a second version that says like the Just Married. Maybe they'll put it in a 2-pack with Mateo. But let's just end off the video here. I don't really have that much else to say now. Okay. Now, as always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button to like the video. If you're also a fan of cars, watch my other videos. I will see you in my next review. Goodbye.